This next presenter knows the power of one, and she's here to share it with you. Put your hands together for your Senior Vice President of Field Development, Cami Pentecost.
Oh my gosh, you guys look good today. How do you feel? You know, me being on the middle of this stage means lunch is going to happen really soon, and you know what happens after lunch. I realize only some of you know what happens after lunch. Listen, this morning has been filled with information to equip you to go out and do what you do well. Some of you came here because you felt like if there was just one little thing I could learn to do differently and apply in my business, things will soar. I want you to know, I learned this a long time ago. 80% of your business actually has to do with what's going on up here. Has everything to do with psychology and belief in yourself, in the products, and Mark and Cindy in the industry. And you're getting all of that all throughout the weekend. But this morning, we helped you build out your toolbox. You know, Mike got up here and he said, don't pre-qualify anybody. Share this with everybody. They deserve what we have. If they're not ready for it, that's okay. But they deserve to hear about it. And then you had Kimberly and her group come up here and share with you the power of a blitz, online and offline, building your hundreds list. And then you heard about the importance of throwing fits. You all, there is no shortcuts. Fits help us show what we have, what they can do, and what is possible. Don't skip that step, all right? And then events, consistently getting to events are going to be the fuel that fires your business on all cylinders. You're going to continue to build your belief as you build your business. And whether you're building online and offline, I love what Aspen said earlier. You all understand the importance of events or you wouldn't be here. And so we got to keep making sure we stay close to the fire to keep our own fire burning, but also get as many people there as possible because they don't understand what we have until they get in front of it, right? All right, then we just got our Steps to Success panel. You guys, those are our top Steps to Success producers in the company around the world, and they just shared how consistency plays such a big role and the things that need to be done on a daily basis to truly help you complete those steps each and every month. Now, the steps to success are the goal, right? That's the goal, to complete them as often as possible. And I will tell you, it will literally unlock every penny in our compensation plan when you complete those steps and chart your way through the different levels of success. But I would be lying if I told you that those steps are not a little intimidating. Does anybody feel a little intimidated about completing those steps every month? Be honest with me. Yeah, and I think more of you, if you're being honest, I was in this business for 5 full years before we came out of with those steps. And even then, after hours and hours and hours of personal development, events, throwing fits, blitzing, I still didn't complete my steps every month. There were months I definitely did it more than once, but there were months I didn't, okay? So what you saw today was all the things you need to do to be successful. But duplication is what I get to talk to you about. It's one thing to hear it. It's another thing to duplicate it. That means going out and applying it. Locking arms with your team and teaching them how to do the same thing. Remember, you are in business for yourself, but you are not by yourself. Please do not create an environment for your team where they feel by themselves. Lock arms and go out and build this business with them. Mark always says, leadership is a verb, right? Some of you might be saying, Cami, I'm not a leader yet. I beg to differ. If you have a title, you definitely have it-fluence. If you don't have the title yet, you can still be a leader. And as a matter of fact, probably the only thing keeping you from where you want to be and where you are now is living each day like the level you want to be at. Putting in the work ethic like where you want to be, right? So I told you that I personally did not sign a distributor for my first 6 months in the business. Some of you may have never heard that. Before I came over on the corporate side, I was a business builder just like you. went through all the ranks, experienced teams leaving. I experienced months with no enrollments or lots of no's. That's the reality of what we do, you guys, but it's worth it every single day. My first distributor was Debbie Sasek. Is she here today? She has been by my side for almost 13 years, and I can promise you, had you enrolled me, you would have given up on me. You might be saying, no, I wouldn't have, Cammie. I pray for people like you in my business. Well, I want you to know I was no flash. I was full of energy, full of enthusiasm, but I wasn't putting them in left and right. So what I want to teach you today is there is some math that can show you and prove to you the power of duplication. I want to simplify this for you, okay? I want to talk today about the power of one. So, you hear Mark, Mike, Pam, myself, your field team say all the time, did you get your one? It starts with one. There's power in one. When we run contests, get your one. It's because we know that if you would commit to at least sponsoring one person a month, every month of the year, and teach your team to do the same thing, the results would be explosive. Now, you heard me right. Some of you are like, whoa. I have no problem completing my steps. Great. Keep it up. You know the more you sponsor, the more likely you hit a runner. That's great. But I believe there's an art side of this business that we cannot deny, and that is developing our people. That is what makes it work so special. When you sponsor one person and you commit to doing that every month, it doesn't matter the season, it doesn't matter the holiday, it doesn't matter the life that hits your business, no excuses, you get your one, all right? You get your one, and I want to show you what happens when you do that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the math. It's January last month, and you sponsored one. If you sponsored one last month, let me see it. Okay, that was about a third of you. That means some of you might need to sponsor two this month to catch up, but that's all right, you can do it. All right? It's February. We just are finishing conference. Mark gives us the game plan. We go sprinting out the doors because we're so excited, and we don't want to miss a minute left for the month of February. And you committed to getting one every month. So you get your one and your team member gets their one. Guess what? You now have a team of 4 for February. Okay, now March rolls around and you are applying the things you learned on this stage. You're out there blitzing and throwing fits together, and you're looking on the events calendar and getting to that event. You each sponsor one. Now again, you're trying your steps. You're working to get your steps to success, right? But we don't always get what we want, but we committed to getting one, right? We left this room and we said, 2018, I'm drawing the line in the sand and I'm gonna get my one. Who's with me? Who's going to commit to that? When you see the math, I think you'll get a little bit more excited. We'll see how it goes. So 8 of you get your one. Now you have a team of 16 heading into April. In April, you all get one. Some of you are working really hard. You almost got 2, but you at least got your one. All right, you're getting to more events. There's a corporate event on the calendar that you made it a priority to be at. You're getting guests to the events. You're posting consistently on social. You're going and launching your new distributors as they throw fits. Guess what? Your team doubles, and you now have a team of 32. June rolls around. It's a busy time of year. Kids are getting out of school. I can't really give as much time to my business. But you know what? I committed to one. I can get my one. Everybody gets their one, and I now have a team of 64 heading into July. How do you like that? Now, I don't know if you guys realize, but it takes 24 people to go diamond. 24 people to go diamond. You have a team of 64. If you are not yet diamond, you are knocking on the door of diamond, and we're only halfway through the year. Where are all my not yet diamonds at? Does that feel like a commitment that you can apply yourself to? Halfway through the year, seeing the potential of what could happen if you get one and everybody on your team gets one. All right, now we're heading into July. Everybody gets their one. Guess what happens? Boom, you now are leading a team of 128 people. You're duplicating, you guys. It really is that simple. I'm not doing any magic math or funny math. This is real numbers. Let's go see what happens when, again, it's July. Do you guys go on vacation in July? Because in Michigan, we live for the summers. And so it's July, but you know what? You committed to getting one, no matter what the month, no matter what the season, no matter what happens in your family. This is a business, and you commit to your business. If you want to treat it like a hobby and just do it when you feel like it, you'll get hobby results. If you want business results, if you want a true return on your profit, then you're going to invest in it, and you're going to stay committed to getting one, okay? So let's whip through this. July doubles into 256. Then you've got doubles into September, which is, oh my gosh, what's the numbers? 512. And then come October, 1,000 plus distributors on your team. November, over 2,000. December, it's Christmas, you're shopping for the holidays, you're getting together with family, you don't have a ton of time, but guess what? You now have over 4,000 people on your team. Can you imagine coming to conference next year with 4,000 people on your team? That, not only would you be ambassador, which takes 477 people, you'd be well on your way to Black Diamond with those numbers. Now, some of you are like, okay, but not everybody stays, right? Oh, I know. So let's just say 10% do it. Just 10%. You're going to come to conference next year with over 400 people in your organization. That's a whole lot different than where you're at now. And if only 1% do what you ask them to do, you still have over a team of 40 and walk into this building with being diamond at least. That's powerful. That's powerful. So, you're beyond ambassador, you're working for Black Diamond. If everybody does what you ask them to do, you're running, you've locked arms, okay? You're not doing it alone, and that's the fun part of the business. Let's just be honest. Some of you sponsor someone, they're not doing what you want them to do, and you give up on them. I want you to continue to be loud about getting their one, even if they miss a month, because you know what the numbers show. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next slide. Many of you are going to do more than one, and I commend you, and I want you to keep doing that. But for those of you that have struggled to get your steps completed, commit today to getting one. Commit today to encouraging your team to get one. And then, yes, right? That's simple. Simple math, but you can get simple results. And honestly, many of you, if you would commit to doing just the one, even if you only have 10 hours a week to devote to your business, once you have 5 more people on your team, that's 60 hours a week that's being devoted to your business. That's huge, all right? When you apply this to blitzing, throwing fits, getting to events, if people just handed out 1 blitz card a month, isn't that funny? Just 1 blitz card a month. You'd have over 4,000 blitz cards in people's hands by the end of the year. That's a ton of blitz cards. That's a lot of new friends and followers on social. And if you took that to a whole nother level and did 5, I didn't say 5 a day or 5 a week, just 5 a month. That's over 20,000 new friends, followers, and names you'll have on your list, all right? It starts with 1. It really does. Yes, your goal is to complete the steps, but more importantly, it's to bring in new distributors, new customers each and every month, and then lock arms with them and build that relationship. Aspen, our senior field development regional, always says this business is a science, but it is definitely an art. It is both coupled together. That is the It Works secret sauce. There are no secrets. I just gave you every single one of them. You just have to decide whether you're going to take what you've learned on this stage today, the belief that's been built within your mind, and you put it into practice.